Students are being put under more and more pressure with financial worries, loans, fees, maintenance grants. But how badly have they been affected? This is Andrew. He's a first-year undergrad at the University of Salford. He's been living in halls for only 4 months and he's already feeling the pressure.
I don't have enough money to pay my rent, I don't have enough money for living costs. You have to limit yourself to pretty much everything. I have no money for decent food, I'm kind of tired of tin food. I currently have barely any incoming money. All my money goes to my accommodation and my living costs, which I try to keep as low as possible.
We are seeing that students are increasingly worried about their finances.
Rocky works for Student Life at the University of Salford.
Well, Student Life will see any student about any kind of problem that you may have. We're the university's pastoral care. You can approach our Student Life advice desk, which is located in University House on campus, and you can speak to one of our frontline advisors. We received around 800 applications to our hardship fund last year. Our hardship fund is actually called the Access to Learning Fund. Every university should have one of these, and it is an extra pot of money given to us by the government.
Joe is another student at the University of Salford.
I didn't ever not consider going into further education, no. It was always something that was going to happen. No, there was never any part of my mind that thought I wouldn't go to university. I think the amount of money that we're expected to live on as students is ridiculously obscene. It's not even a living wage or minimum wage. We are expected to live and last for far too long on this. I'm alright with my money and living costs. I find myself not exactly having the most affluent of lifestyles, so there's very rarely money left over at the end of the week. But I'm not in a situation where I'm struggling.
Student loans haven't actually increased that much over the last, 4 or 5 years. So in theory, cost of living has risen quite a lot in comparison. So whether we look at it overall, I would say that perhaps it's not enough to live on.
Living without a lot of money is quite hard. I don't buy fresh meat, I don't buy fresh fruit and vegetables because they're all too expensive. I have considered talking to Student Life for support, but I don't really think that I would fit in their category, as both my parents had very nice, comfortable jobs.
Whether we can actually help them, depending on what our guidelines are, is another thing. Usually students are assessed on their parents' income from a specific financial year. Whether this is enough for them to live on is really quite subjective.
The problem is that the government take the last year's tax return and don't take into account redundancy and stuff like that, so at the moment I'm getting no money from my parents, I'm getting no money from anyone apart from the government, who have barely given me any money to start with.
If the household earns, or it looks like it earns on paper, quite a large amount of money, they would probably assume that the parent could at least contribute something towards the student's costs. But I think it's the fairest possible way if they are going to offer a generic loan package to everyone across the country.
Some suggest part-time work alongside study. But is this really a viable option?
The alternative was just to work, and that was just not happening. There isn't any work to be done altogether.
Having a job at university is vital.
I got a job to support myself, literally just that. I've had to work till 6 in the morning, then go to uni 9 till 5, which is really taking its toll on me.
Your student loan isn't that much, so any additional work or additional income that you can put towards it is not really going to do anything but benefit you.
Though I didn't think it'd get this bad, really.
The recent privatisation of Student Finance England has worried many students.
A private company is making profit off our education. We've already seen that the rumours that the tuition fees could possibly go up to £20,000 a year, and that's just disgusting.
I don't think it's any way to live. I understand that obviously being a student isn't the most expensive or lavish of things, but this isn't the way it should be. Do you want to do what you want in life? Yes, then you have to go to university, you have to pay the £9,000 a year, because I hope to get a good job, but it works out better to have a bad job, make less money, because that's the amount of money I'll be making anyway if I had a good job. So I don't really know where I'd go after uni when I think about it like that.
It seems to be if they can make a profit off something, they will make a profit off it, no matter how unethical it is to make a profit off that.
Students will always be at the bottom of the food chain, and although the support is there, many will have to live on ridiculous amounts of money because the system excludes them.
I suppose, in a sense, we can help you, or at least signpost you in the right direction, whatever your problem is. Come and see us and we'll see if we can help you.
If you have any issues, go and seek advice at your pastoral care service.